Kosoku in Eclipse?
Man, this water really is quenching my thirst.
Oh, man.
Oh, there we go.
I wonder how it feels.
No, you
Let's
don't get
find
one.
out.
I get 2. It's mine now. No, you already have one.
Zan, you're a large enough man to get 2.
Zan has the larger body of the 3 of us, yes.
One for each stomach.
The who?
Instead, let's talk about the 2 stomachs on screen right now.
Let's not talk about the stomachs.
One featured by Greninja, a frog.
You know, Greninja can take his stomach out of his body.
Yeah, they got weird stomachs.
Okay, this guy's super weird. I don't remember
anyway,
that move.
we're starting off with a hot 49% from Kosoku. Fast fallers, the way that they are.
You know what? That was clever. I wanted. That was clever. That was a TM reference spit up, wasn't it? That was good.
No, that was just that frogs can spit their stomachs out.
Oh,
of there.
I thought it was a Pokemon TM reference. There is a move called spit up that allows you to.
Yes.
So.
I don't think that Greninja
I thought that was
can learn
clever.
it.
I'm just a biology nerd.
The
so
jump! They caught the jump!
When Eclipse's flowcharts work, we were talking about this earlier. He's a very flowchart-based player, but
Yes.
when those flowcharts do connect, oh boy, do they connect.
I mean, the flowchart exists for a reason, because he is a feelings-based player, right? And, you know, the flowchart was designed over time based on his feelings, because he has played so many people that... he's played so many people...
For those of you who don't know,
this chart. No.
Yeah.
He's developed this chart through experience. So of course he's going to run into some people who play right into his hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
great
Kosoku
jump.
doesn't have the kind of experience against this Greninja that some of the other people in this region do, because Kosoku started getting very good around the time that Eclipse stopped showing up to events.
Yeah.
So maybe he's running into a little something that he just hasn't seen before.
Yeah, and Greninja definitely a character where he's riddled with little 50-50s that you just got to be ready for. A lot of coin flips here. And if you're not experienced in the matchup, you don't know they're 50-50s, you can just fall into some traps, right? They become guaranteed.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that in this first game especially, right? But we kind of saw a similar game to this earlier for Kosoku. He had a really interesting first game where he was getting, for lack of a better word, bodied, right? Second game, he brings it up 2 stocks. Third game, he takes it out, and he's able to take it over Gibson rules, right?
Oh.
And I could totally see him adapting here in this situation. That's one of the things I love the most about Kosoku, is how good he is at adapting to unfamiliarity.
Yeah.
Caught the DI out.
Was trying to drift away, trying his hardest to escape, but only had so many resources that backer was eventually going to meet. At 91%, though, a little bit late. Eclipse has an incredible lead.
But with the raid, I mean, he has the lead, sure, but Zan, with this rage, this is the Kosoku we know that we need to fear.
Oh, yeah, especially at a couple of throws. You're going to see a lot of Shadow Sneaks coming in from Eclipse especially to not get hit by any of these Mario combos out of down throw.
We're going to see a lot of shurikens. We're going to see a lot of forward airs trying to space safely away. I don't know if we're going to see very many nairs right now. Because the down air is a big commit.
That's even worse. I would have rather had the nair.
That might have been an attempt at a fast fall nair.
Maybe I could see that. Yeah, maybe C-stick nair.
Eclipse is pressing too many buttons and
land on the Mario.
Yep, and that's that's really one of the hard parts for Greninja is getting down safely, right? You have neutral air, which is laggy. You don't have up air. You have forward air if he's in front of you.
This is one of his least favorite matchups. I don't know how far down the line it is, but I know initially he was struggling because he doesn't really like the matchup with either of his characters.
Yeah.
Lucario has a lot of trouble landing on Mario. You can't really set up the cheese as well as you can against other characters. And
keeping your aura spear too, right?
Right, exactly. And with Greninja, it's a similar problem of, I mean, he outranges Mario in neutral. He can keep him away. But once Mario gets in, it's big combos, big damage, and he cannot land. He can mix up his Hydro Pumps a little bit better on landing. Maybe that's something to implement into this next game. But definitely not easy. Definitely unconventional how you have to get away from Mario here.
Yeah, maybe something where he has to position himself better off this stage so where he's not recovering on the stage towards the ledge. Not having to deal with these.
He's going for a lot of run-up smashes. I know that the Eclipse special is try to catch these short hops in neutral with the hard call-out up smash. But Kosoku's been giving some short hops, but at safe distances.
Got it now.
I mean, and it's the one thing that I've been noticing in this is that at these early percents, Eclipse has been making his punishes work extremely well. Now, Zan, do you think...
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah. I was just going to
he's
ask...
on a roll.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Do you think that that's more Kosoku not knowing the matchup, or is Eclipse just executing this really well?
I think it's one of those situations where his early game flowchart works really well in these kind of situations, right? He's been going through his options, and Kosoku still hasn't picked it up. So it could totally be a bit of unfamiliarity, but I really think that his downfall comes in after he displays everything in his flowchart. He's at these late percents, and he can't find the move to seal the stock.
I like the non-aggressive approach that Eclipse has taken. He knows he doesn't want to land aggressively on top of the Mario. Just fade away as far as possible. Try to reset to neutral. Maybe space with the fair that could kill. Get a throw that could net into a kill.
Yeah, a little more percent. About 155 is where he's going to be killing with this amount of rage on Greninja.
Okay,
yeah.
Little cape.
And now he's caught on the platform. This is kind of scary for Gibbous, or for Eclipse.
Retreats to the platform, but even skidding to the edge, that up air is going to catch Mario, not even the fastest character in the game.
Yeah, like I said, like you said, him recovering in the air is so difficult. Going to get caught time and time again, and that's finally going to take the stock at this percent. And it's scary because Gibbous or Eclipse is unable to really recover on the stage. If he's caught on the platform, he's in disadvantage. And like I said, 155 with that rage.
And yeah, without the rage, going to need a lot more percent here. The fair, though, spaced out is going to do it. 0% apiece. Eclipse staying to the game plan despite being at the small disadvantage here. And now up 11.
I don't know how much game plan that down smash was, though, man. I haven't seen that before.
Maybe an input error.
Possibly.
Maybe trying to connect to down tilt, but get a little overzealous.
Man, I'm noticing that Eclipse is getting blown up a lot when he goes to that Smashville platform. I think he needs to kind of lay off of it a little bit, because Kosoku's been destroying him for going on there.
Mario up here on the... It's just so good.
It's super good.
And he can't get down. He has no options when recovering back to the stage, so he's just caught there. Right there, he's forced the shield, and he's immediately grabbed.
He has been DIing so poorly on all these down throws.
Okay. Ooh, kicks through it. Oh my, he could have taken that so far. A little bit too late there. Maybe trying to bait out an air dodge is why I think it's time. That makes a lot more sense.
Not enough.
Yeah. But now he's caught. Oh, now he's above the stage too. Yep, has to get to that ledge. That's the only safe spot right now.
Okay, water ain't never bother a frog.
Can't go in for that grab. He needs to go for something a bit less committal. Sit back, do some shurikens. Yeah, get your space, start throwing your shurikens. That's exactly what
the thing is,
to go for.
A lot of Greninja's spacing tools are more to stuff approaches than just to space at opponents. So, like retreating fairs and like full space nairs.
Approaching with Greninja is the difficulty. It's just you have so few options realistically.
Right, and when you got this big 100% deficit, and a person who knows how to play to their game plan like Kosoku, he's not going to give it to you. So now Eclipse dropping in winners finals, or winners semifinals rather. Sorry, dropping down to Kosoku. Kosoku moving on to winners finals.
Yeah.